I just felt like when the ball was in the air, I was getting it straight away. And then it's not until I watch it back, people would say maybe defensively they could have done better, but it didn't feel like that at the time. I just felt like this is coming and I'm getting it. And then I knew as soon as I made contact with it, I knew it was a goal, just because you can tell with the contact you get on it.
It's even more impressive because you've got time to think about it. You could have put it over the bar, you could have lost your nerve, you could have done anything but score, but you've maintained the focus and the ball's coming in. It's a huge moment.
I think I was just probably thinking to myself, I never had any more in the tank if this goes to extra time. Absolutely knackered, nothing else to give. No, I think in that moment you just do everything you can to try and get your head on the end of it. And then obviously I knew for the contact I got on it that it was going to be hard to save. And then for that moment, it's a bit of a blot, to be honest.
See, when you see the ball hitting the net, how we can imagine how it feels, but how would you describe that moment? You thought it's a goal, it's in, and I think we've just won the cup.
It's hard to put into words because I get asked that question all the time. Like, how did it feel? How did it feel when that happened? And I still really can't put it into words. I think if you watch back the celebration, it was like 5 or 6 celebrations, and one I had no idea what I was doing. I was like a wild horse trying to get out the stadium. Somehow I don't know where I was going. I quickly looked to the side and realised that I just wanted to run that way, but the advertising board was all the way around.
Really?
And I knew I couldn't jump over it. I had never had that. I just kept running to the side, and then I found a gap in the side, and then for some reason ended up in the crowd. So obviously, for everything it meant on that day, being at the club for as long as I have, grown up in the city, I knew how much it meant to everyone involved, but also what it would be like if that happened. So to be part of that group of players that were able to do it that day, but there was always that belief, genuine belief, that we believed we could win. You know, it wasn't as if we're going into the game hoping to win. It was if we hadn't won, it would have been such a nearly season, and that was the full focus leading into that game. We'd had so many tight games against Rangers that season, and they'd beat them on occasion, they'd beat us a couple of times, but we genuinely believed that if we turned up and we played our best, we felt we were better and we could win the game.